another segment that we're trying to do right now. I have a special guest.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, he's going to be helping me today. I'm going to be helping him today. We're going to do everything that we need to do as far as teaching y'all exactly, what you need to do to cook for your guests, for your parties, whatever you need to do from the basics, okay? You don't have to be a specific chef, culinary
guru, genius,
anything like that.
anything.
Basics. All right. So this is Chris. I'll let him take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chef Chris. So today I'm making chicken chardonnay, which is a classical French cuisine, and it consists of a whole chicken that you have to fabricate. A lot of people don't know what fabricating is. So when you're fabricating a chicken, you're breaking it down into 8 parts. You will break down the leg, the breast, because it comes with 2 breasts. You would remove the wishbone, and basically that's it. So for this dish, I will show you how to fabricate the chicken. So let's get to cutting. I'm gonna start off with removing of the wishbone. Now that I found the wishbone, start taking it out. Since it broke, it's gonna be in pieces. Sometimes you can get a whole wishbone, or sometimes you get pieces of it, but it's right here. For this dish, we're gonna use just the breast. So we'll start right here in the middle. Leave the skin on. And on a chicken, you cut around here. It's for the legs. Go around the oyster. That removes one leg. Like I said, we're just going to use the breast. So we leave the skin on. Do the other side. Go around the back layer. Remove the oyster. Now, right here, this is called the tender. This piece right here is called the chicken tender. We're going to remove the wings. When you remove the wings, that's basically airlining a chicken. Airlining this chicken is basically removing the bone and leaving the skin on. So here's my first chicken breast. You cut the fat off and all. So here's my first chicken breast. You see? Still some fat on there. So remove that fat. I see you got your straight whole chicken breast. This is what you're going to use for the chicken chardonnay. A whole chicken breast with the skin on. It's over here. Here's my other chicken breast. Cut it the same way. Basically, this is your backbone and everything. So basically you can use this for stock. want to preheat your oven for 350 for the chicken Chardonnay. So now we're about to start with the sauteing of the chicken. And as I saute, I'm going to add some oil. You want to add a little oil to coat the bottom of the pan, not fully. So turn our stove on, put it on medium, and let that heat up. And we're gonna dredge the chicken with flour. So all I did was I took a pinch of flour and I sprinkled it into the oil. And when you do that, you will see the bubbles from the flour rise up and start showing that it's getting hotter. So the flour is ready. Take my chicken, skin side down. Let that cook until the skin is crispy. Okay, now as we waiting for the chicken to saute, we're gonna go ahead and start the rice pilaf. So as I'm waiting for the chicken to finish sauteing and I'm chopping up the vegetables, I'm gonna let Jess come back in the kitchen and take over.
Hey, I'm back, guys. Okay, so we're going to do rice pilaf after the chicken Chardonnay. Ooh, this chicken is beautiful.
Oh yes,
good job.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Okay. So for that, to saute everything, we're just going to add a little bit of oil. Very simple.
Move it back, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of oil. We're going to put the vegetables in here. And we're going to get these things going for the rice pilaf. Because that broth that we made and created from the rice pilaf, actually the chicken that came from it, we're going to do something different completely in the next segment. So get ready for that. Carrots. Very simple. Shredding carrots, slicing carrots, however you want to do carrots. You just have to make sure that carrots are tender. So you just want to make sure that you're okay with carrots being a certain consistency, just depending on who you're serving. This is parties, this is anybody that you're trying to cater to in general, or just for yourself, you know?
You always want to make sure you clean as you go. You don't want to leave no excess dirt behind or anything because it will pick up on your food.
Very important.
Just remember, 'cause your heart will love all the body. Something to hold, only feels a fear that don't get old. Rest your body and soul. Rest your body and soul.
All right, so now we're gonna get these vegetables going for this rice pilaf. On and popping. Celery, carrots, onion.
Wow, this is
That's
a large
rice pilaf.
onion. This is a large onion.
Why is it so big? Okay.
Since this onion is so large, I'm not gonna use all of it. So
This is a specific technique for how we're cutting right now. This will make your dices come out so much easier when you do it this way. Now, if you want to know the actual specificities behind it, of course, YouTube me, message me, whatever you need to do to make sure that you get in touch with me so I can let you know exactly what that is. It doesn't matter what even you're doing. Anybody can be a pro when we're talking about cooking. It's all about making people feel good, and it's all about feeding people. And most of the time, that is the universal situation when it comes to having your family around. You just want them to be happy. Everybody's happy when they're eating. So
always remember family first.
Facts.
Oh yeah, that's a good color. You want to make sure your chicken is golden brown. So it's a good color. I like that color. You like that color?
It's all right.
All right. Oh.
I'm going to flip it up again. I am. You're nice girls, though. That's
Oh yeah.
important.
Rest your body and soul. Trust your heart will know.
What's wrong with me?
Rest your body and soul. Trust your heart will know.
What's wrong with me?
One day you'll fall in love. One day, darling,
What's wrong with me?
one day, darling, love. One day, darling, love.
Just a
Okay, guys, so now we're getting to the Chardonnay sauce from the Chardonnay chicken. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut up the shallots. Now, the shallots, it's a very specific technique in which you want to cut up onions and shallots in general. So that is what Chris is doing right now. Our pan is hot and ready. And not to mention, this is still the same pan that we actually originally sauteed the chicken in. Now this butter is going to the fond of the chicken that we've already sauteed. Right, and you can't have chicken chardonnay without mushrooms. That's part of chicken chardonnay. So then we're just gonna add the mushrooms. And then of course we need the chardonnay. Now you can use any chardonnay that you want to use. It doesn't have to be any specific chardonnay. Whatever chardonnay you want to use. Okay, so once you add the Chardonnay, it's very important to reduce. Now what reducing means is that you want to actually take out the liquor part of the Chardonnay. Now chicken stock is not actually a part of the recipe, but you can always add it. So we're gonna add some chicken stock.
Let that simmer. Let that simmer down some more. So, let's get this chicken out.
While we're making the sauce, we're going to take out the chicken that we've already sauteed that has now been in the oven for about 40 minutes. Now, just depending on the temperature in which you put your chicken in, it varies, right? So we use 350, but you can use 350 for 40 minutes, or you can use 375 for 30 minutes. Wow, that chicken looks beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful chicken.
So always know when you're doing sauce, when you're doing a grill or a baked, and you have a sauce, you put your sauce down first, and you put the chicken on, and you put whatever you had sauteed or baked or grilled, put it on top.
What's wrong with me?
One day you'll die in love. One day, darling,
What's wrong with me?
one day, darling, love. One day, darling, love.
Just let me think.
So that was the finished product of my chicken Chardonnay, which came out real good because it's a real good dish. And I also want to send a shout out to Chef Jess 3 for making it happen for me, and I really appreciate it.
Aw, you're welcome. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna capitalize on the actual chicken Chardonnay that we made previously for my friend Chris. And we're gonna use all the ingredients pretty much from what we used from that and make chicken rolls. Now chicken rolls can be, you can call them chicken egg rolls, however you wanna pretty much phrase it. But I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it from the fabricated chicken that we've already cut up. So from here, fabricated chicken. Next, what we're gonna do is actually shred the chicken. And shred the chicken so that, you want to have chunky parts of the chicken maybe, because everybody wants to know that there's meat in their egg roll. I don't know about y'all, but I would like to know there's meat in my egg roll. So we're going to actually, I'm not rough shred. If there was a technique for it to happen like that. I'm not really sure if there is. And I am culinary trained. So we're gonna shred this up. We're gonna put it in the egg roll. We're gonna add vegetables to this, and we're gonna make it taste great.
Rest your body and soul. Rest your body and soul.
Now, when it comes to this part of actually like shredding the chicken, doesn't matter what part you want to use. Some people are trying to be more healthy, so you might want to use the chicken breast. That's fine if you still use the chicken breast. You just want to make sure that everything is really seasoned, because when you put it actually in the roll itself, you want to make sure that it's flavorful, because all we're going to do is roll it up and fry it. So if you don't have any seasoning on it, it's going to be horrible. So right now I'm actually shredding the breast, and that's only because that's the healthiest part of the chicken, and I'm going to season it up very well, and then we're going to add more veggies to it, and it's going to be a done deal. All right, so I shredded some chicken breasts. It needs to be thin, you know, try to make it as thin as possible. At the same time, you still want to make sure that you have the texture and consistency with your egg roll, because when you bite into it, you want to make sure that you taste the meat. Everybody wants to taste the meat. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to get to rolling. Okay, so the next part is going to be the actual wrapping part of the process. Now, wrappers themselves, you can make them, you can modify them however you want to. Now, these are vegan, so they are, you know, healthy and friendly and all of that, and that is my premise for why I cook. So, you want to make sure that however you choose to do it, that they're actually very loose. So you want to make sure that they're not frozen, pretty much. You want to make sure that they're pliable. That's what it is. I need that word. Okay, so we're going to put the chicken in here. Now already this is what I have on my platter. So we have onions, we have parsley, we have carrots, and we have red cabbage. So these are all things that you can put in your egg roll, or you could put more things in your egg roll. It just depends on how you want to work out your entire family situation or your party situation. You know, some people don't eat certain things. However you want to maneuver it, you can basically put anything in an egg roll. All right, so we're using chicken right now, but no discrimination. You can put whatever you want to. Chicken. And I'm lining my egg roll actually with quite a bit of chicken. And then I'm going to put some onions in there. I'm going to put some parsley in there. And I'm also going to put some carrots in there. Now these are julienne carrots. Julienne carrots. And this is just for texture as well, because you want to make sure you have something crunchy besides the actual layer of the egg roll. And of course, cabbage. So the more veggies, the better. And it just depends on what, like I said, what you want to put in there. All right, so for the rolling process of the actual egg roll, this is a little cup of water that I have right here. And I'm gonna dip my fingers in this water because this actually helps seal the egg roll. And what you're gonna do is line the outer edges of the egg roll. And this actually helps seal it for you. And once you do that, you're going to roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Roll and fold. Fold the outside edges and keep rolling. You want to make sure that you have a seal like this on the egg roll. Now I'm going to put a little bit more water on the outside of it just to make sure that it's sealed correctly. And then I'm going to get to rolling the next one.
Rest your body and soul. Rest your body and soul. Rest your body and soul. Trust your heart will know.
All right, so I'm on egg roll number 2 right now. I prefer to do 2 at a time, but honestly, it just depends on the party and the household that I'm catering to. My oil is already hot and we're ready to go. As soon as you put it in there, no more than 9 minutes. No matter how hot your oil is, regardless, no more than 9 minutes. Otherwise, everything is going to be ridiculously mushy. And nobody wants mushy egg rolls on the inside. And you also want to make sure that you flip them. So it just depends on the type of pan that you have. So my pan, I'm actually using a copper chef pan. It has a whole basket and all of that situation together. But I don't have the basket together right now. I have it, but I don't. So we could have done it that way. However, this way, you know, it's more technique this way, you know, puts more effort into it. So we're going to have to flip it over. So you'll have one part of it that's going to be golden brown and the other part of it that's going to be maybe not so golden brown. And we're going to flip it. It's that simple. Beautiful. Okay, so my oil was very hot, so it was already ready to go. Very simply done. So, of course, you want to drain it. Drain it on the paper towel. Make sure you don't have the excess on it. But actually drain it at a tilt. Now, everybody doesn't know this, but you should drain anything that you fry at a tilt. The tilt actually creates the drainage for less oil. Some people are so healthy and keto friendly and this, that. You want to make sure that you drain everything appropriately. Okay, so we're just going to cut the egg rolls open. Oh, yummy. Look at all that vegetable goodness. Yumsky, yumsky. Okay, so the egg rolls are done. This again was from the chicken fabrication that we had earlier from the chicken Chardonnay that my good friend Chris did for me. And I had another sauce that I made. Ooh, special sauce. Now the special sauce I'm actually going to have in another video. And I am going to use this special sauce for this special egg roll of chicken fabrication. Yum. Good stuff. Crunchy, good, savory. I mean, you can see every vegetable pretty much in the actual egg roll. So that's why it's important when it comes to actual chicken fabrication. Make sure you cut it up right. If you have any questions about it, feel free to call me, message me, however you communicate in life, you know, snail mail, tag mail, whatever you want to say. But definitely.